Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with my next live base build. And I got my drink, got my phone, and I'm going to be doing another base build for you guys. I'm going to be doing a kind of an anti-bowler layout that some of our 10s and 11s have been using. Just kind of the basic principle with the infernos placed in a certain way. But like all my bases, it's going to look kind of similar to the rest of them because that's just how I make my bases. So anyway, don't want to waste any time because it's probably going to be a long one, so let's get into it and just start with the CC. As usual, I'm going to make this core not have a whole lot in it, just besides the queen, the CC, and then my two sweepers. I found that's worked pretty well for me, so no reason to stop doing that. And we'll just kind of make it like that. Can put this around it. Just make sure there can't be like a jump or earthquakes that go over it. But this is plenty big enough. So yeah, that's looking good. And we'll just move this down to right here. Okay, yeah, actually we can make this a little smaller even if we move this in and make it like a perfect square. So okay, yeah, that's good. Let's get these infernos going. And how we're doing it is we're putting them like that and like that, but we're also is that the right distance? Go like that. But we're also gonna have them in their own compartment, just surrounded by nothing almost. So just like that and boom, like that. Same thing on this one, just an empty compartment with the two tiles in every direction. And some people put like double giant bombs here. I'm not going to. I'm going to put them in a more highly populated area to try to get maybe a group of bowlers or a group of valks, a group of hogs or something. Because I think making them go there is enough. I'm not going to... Because the queen could shoot that down and the bowlers could never even go in that compartment. So I'm not going to do anything there. But around the rest of the base, I'm going to put down my expos. So put down these like that. I'll put one here. Put this one like over here to balance that. Because expos go next typically. And we'll get some archer towers. One there is good. Now we can do like a cannon here. We want to have our HP in the area as well to just make it a little bit harder to go through the space. So we'll put some HP in these different areas. We can what can we do here? Throw down some of the air defenses, put one there, put let's go like that and put an air defense here. That's good. And then we'll put trying to think how I'm gonna do this. I can put an air defense like out here and then one over in this area. So the air defenses aren't in like ideal positions, but if they're towards the outside more, that helps defend against queen walk and stuff. So it has its benefits for sure. And then we can kind of just close off this stuff like that. So that's good. And then kind of have a bigger compartment-ish here. I guess to slide this over one. And then we'll go like that there. So have some big compartments, some small compartments, not a huge deal either way. The main thing is we're going to have the skinny compartments along the outside as usual. But anyway, that's looking good. Go ahead and throw the king here. Actually, we'll wait on the king for right now. But I have kind of the basic layout of my base done. Now what we can do is have these skinny compartments. So we'll have one that goes like that, down to right there, and then over here and down to right there. Check the CC, that's fine. And then the other one, making sure we protect that air defense. I think the queen won't be able to reach it from there. So yeah, like that, and down to right there. And then the last couple, make this a little shorter. We'll go one up. Okay, like that. Actually, it doesn't get stretched out too much. Let's keep it kind of compact. Don't want it to have too much breathing room in that area. Like that. And over to right there. Okay, and then have a little bit short on walls. Typically, I'll have a few more walls than this, but I think just because the Inferno towers are in their own compartment, and actually what I can do here is, I guess I could slide this out just to make that compartment a little bigger, and put some high HP right there, so make it a little bit harder to funnel stuff in if they come from that direction. Same thing over here. I can take that out, and just go across like that, and throw some HP right there, and that'll make that a little trickier right there. Okay, as far as walls though, I might have enough to power my way through right here. 19 and 6, yep, that'll do it. And I have these walls as I need them to adjust stuff, but for the most part we're looking good. We have these expos that are covering a lot of ground, and I hate how the walls move like this by accident, but put that down. Okay, now we can start putting just defenses down, just around the base. I'm going to go ahead and put my wizard towers kind of by the infernos to get that splash damage going. That never hurts. Put one there. Let's expand this out by 1. And, or should we? Because if we do, then the Inferno Tower can no longer, get that back down. The Inferno Tower can technically reach outside here. Actually, let's keep that. That's a pretty strong thing for Queen Walks, because the Inferno Tower can reach now, which is pretty huge. And what we can do is put down some defenses. No huge threat of Queen Walks because, like I said, the Inferno's extending like that. So we can put down stuff like that all around here. Throw that back 1. And like that. Okay, that's looking good. From here, we'll go up to the top. From here, we have the 2 expos. That's the main thing that's going to stop a Queen Walk. Because when you're building a base, you want to look from each perspective. How is the base going to defend against a Queen Walk? Because the initial design is going to defend against air attacks, falcons, bowlers. But once you start getting into the details towards the end, you want to say, how am I going to defend against a Queen Walk? And these 2 expos are pretty good ways to defend against that. So don't have to worry about placing the other defenses. And we also have this cannon right here, which is not too friendly also. So that helps, especially if they enter the base or something from there. Because the Infernos don't cover a lot, to be honest. But they do extend outside the wall, which helps. So anyway, yeah, that extends, and that extends also. So anyway, we'll get down the mortar, and we'll do another archer tower over in this area. I don't like it having it this spread out. Let's go ahead and move that and put one of those there. Just have a little more buildings, which makes it harder for the attacker because there's more buildings to distract Valks and stuff. And we might do the same up here. Put something right there. Just make it a little trickier for the attacker. Okay, that looks fine. Now let's go towards the bottom here. Go like that. Boom. Like that. And let's move this down 1, that down 1. Okay, so that's looking pretty solid. Not the most defenses down here. There is the expo covering, and but not that a whole lot of stuff there, which is a little bit concerning to me. So I might throw down another cannon and then move this wizard tower to a different place, which is fine. We'll put the wizard tower here. Let's get that king out just so I have him, so I don't have to go back and grab him. Okay, so the wizard tower can just go in the middle here, and we should have a few more point defense to put down. Uh, and then in this area we have the archer tower, the expo. That can't really reach, but so this is a little bit of a threat, I guess, because there's only like these 2 point defense, which is still something, but I'll put these on different sides to help defend against the queen walk, so they're more spread out, can't be gotten at the same time. We still have a mortar, put that on the, I'll put that in the middle-ish, I guess, right there, and that there. Okay. Yeah, so that all looks pretty good. Liking everything so far. Just looking around the base here. This might be the weakest area, so what we can go ahead and do is slide this down one, take the walls here, and just go like that, and put like a skull wall right there, and then I was going to put the king up here, so right like that. There's the king. He'll help defend. He also guards the queen, so that all works out nicely. And we can throw this storage back there and just put a little pump or something. So anyway, okay, that's all good. This base is looking pretty solid. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of places they're going to come and wreck this base. I always have to put the traps down in a moment. But let's get the rest of these walls going. If everything else is fine, the air defenses are all covered. I think we're good there. Yeah, so what I like to do in the middle, and you guys have probably seen this, is just kind of divide that off a little bit. Just makes it a little trickier for them to come through the base. So that's all good there. Okay, so at this point, we have the Teslas, and I probably am just going to do what I typically do and just put them on the perimeter around here. They don't know where they're going to be, but they're towards the outside, and I found that doing this tends to be pretty effective because they'll come in from one side, and then as everything starts to die down, they have to get through so many layers of walls and trash buildings and stuff to get to these outside Teslas, but they're doing quite a bit of damage. So they are effective, and I'll just slide that over, and then put one right here. So, and they pop up on like a golem or wall breakers or Valks. So I just like putting the Teslas towards the outside, whereas on the inside they'll get just steamrolled by bowlers or Valks. They might get like 3 shots off before they die because the troops are coming through so fast in the middle of the base. So anyway, that way we kind of spread things out, make it a little bit trickier for the attacker. But for giant bombs and stuff, let's go ahead and double up here. Double giant bombs actually can kill bowlers because like they don't have a whole lot of hit points. So doubling up on giant bombs in certain places isn't a bad idea. I'll just put one there, and I might just load up these compartments that have all this stuff in them. That might be the best way to go about doing this. Put one like right here, and then nothing in the inferno compartment, which might be kind of tricky and throw some people off. I'm hoping. I'll also put the skellies away from the infernos. Put one there, and like one over here. So that's all good. Spring traps, throw these guys around. The level 3 spring traps can get some Valks too on them, which is always good. That there. Let's see here. Actually put these back like one tile. That way makes it a little trickier just to get them from the outside. Plus you can put the spring trap right in front of them, which is cool. Like that. And then we'll put one in right there. So anyway, all that looks great. Pretty much just have these little single bombs to put down, and one might as well just load up this compartment, really make it hostile, because typically, you want to use your spells to cover a lot of value. So what this does is now they're coming through the base, and the Inferno Towers area is not going to get many spells because they have to devote them to these 2 compartments that have all these traps in them, and not to mention, entering the base with the Teslas and stuff. So it just makes them have to spread out their spells kind of thinly, and that's the whole idea. We'll just put these 1 black bomb for each air defense, and this is our lucky air defense. It will get 2. Can't really actually, yeah, I guess I can do that. I'll just put 1 over here to cover the other side. They should both get like a lava hound. 1 there, 1 there. Actually, just put it up here, and just put down these in the middle, kind of between the air defenses is the idea. So we'll put down 1 right there. Go ahead and double up in this area. That's kind of our power play on that area. And then, yeah, all that's good. Just have this 1 mortar, and I don't really know where to put it, so I'll just throw it out here. Double mortar over there, so that's cool. But anyway, we have all this trash buildings. I'm not in all the decorations, but this is the base, and I'll go ahead and go into photo mode so you guys can see it a little easier. Basically, it's like I said, the idea is to have these infernos in their own compartments. A bowler can't target them over the wall because it can't reach the 2 tiles unless it gets lucky on the second bounce. But there's 2 tiles separating the inferno tower and the wall, so they can't shoot over it. So the idea is they have to enter that compartment, which is empty. There's nothing else in it, and otherwise, like, the queen has to shoot it or something. But I have a lot of defenses around here because even though they are exposed, the idea is that on a queen walk, the inferno tower will block the heal long enough for the expo and the point defense nearby to shoot it down. And I think my air sweeper placement is fine. Yeah, I'll just have them pointed that direction. So anyway, we'll take one quick look at the walls. This is the wall setup. Oops. I don't know why it shows the town hall. That's kind of weird. But that's the setup right there. Can we go photo mode walls? Yeah, that's cool. So that's the wall layout. If you guys want to see, pretty square, kind of symmetrical base to some extent. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and I will finish later. Actually, don't want to show my base there. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching though. Kind of in a weird situation now, but this has been another live base build for Town Hall 10s. So hopefully this is helpful for you Town Hall 10s and even you Town Hall 9s or something that are just trying to figure out your plans once you get to Town Hall 10, how things work and that stuff. So anyway, that's kind of the Town Hall 10 type base that you might be seeing more often because bowlers have gotten so popular. So thanks for watching once again, and until my next video, I'll sign off by Sectatron out.